One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Houston's offense will have the ball first. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterback's
turning it on! And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
The offense changing the play. To the air on second down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Tight end now in motion. Oh, he wants it all. Makes a grab at the 25 and there's room. He flips his field in an instant and he's got him set up at the 20. They're in overdrive already into the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Oh, there's the ball. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Touchdown, Houston! And they strike first.
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Kansas State, 0.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Kansas State's offense will take the field for the first time. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. And one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are 2 of the best in the entire country.
On the run, it's Edwards. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get this run.
He lost one down the sideline. He's got it down the right side. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They're going to run it to the right. And it's on the ground. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Hits the accelerator to the right. Inside the tackle. Touchdown, Cougar! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Coming out with it, it's Lockett. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going for the big play. Got a man in the middle. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Kansas State will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and take it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Creates a little space. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. And back to the air on 2nd down. Right on target this time. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
His big tight end. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Houston has it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. It's caught. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Miami was able to finish off a close one in South Florida today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
They'll leave it with him. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's got it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Lofts one high and deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, he'd be forcing it a little bit.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. At the 20. Touchdown, Houston. What a... Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive.
Makes the grab on the right. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. On the ground, it's Edwards. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Wildcats are on the move. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Bradley. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run play action.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Bringing the heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Broussard. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Broussard. At the 40. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Broussard. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Off play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Picks up the first down, still moving. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Houston wants to play fast. Gonna swing it on second down. Looking to take a shot. He caught it. They will score! Touchdown, Houston! Hello!
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an up.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Quarterback keeps it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Trying play action. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Got it near midfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Steps away. He's going to run it. Finds a crease at the 20. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Lost a throw on 1st down. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. The Cougars will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Powers through the defender. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field, making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Broussard. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Dances away. Zings it complete to the right. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. He wants to throw it again. Finding open areas. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a first down.
And that makes me think, do I want to blitz? How do I leave him open? Because they keep dumping it off to the running back and having success. I'm going to think twice about bringing the blitz. Nice read by the QB. Nice job by the running back getting some extra yards and getting the first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sanford. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space in the passing game. They better...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cougar! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
This defense is so opportunistic. What a sequence of events. Ball carrier puts the ball on the ground. Defense scoops and scores. Wow.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'll run this play from the pistol. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the running back. And the ball's loose in the backfield. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security.
Breaks into the open.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Hey, sometimes your quarterback's getting flustered and running all over the place, and that's the reason your offense isn't successful. Not that time. Had plenty of time to throw. Now let's see if we can get some execution out of him moving forward.
Pocket breaking down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Using his legs, it's Sanford. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
From the shotgun, the inside give. There he goes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Fires left. Got him downfield. Touchdown Cougars. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off play action on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gather maybe for the next time you get to run it on here.
And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll move the tight end. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you got to wonder if this offense is trying to run the score up because they are blowing this team out. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots. They're going to play until this clock reads all zeros.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Spits it out to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Connors. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive.
He's going for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
With that last touchdown, it looks like they're going to start this season 4-0. You've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. With the catch, it's Williams. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. 1st and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. Quarterback keeper. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Cougars are in the hurry up. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the safety on that play, deep in their own end. They were ready for the quarterback run, and he was spying him the entire time. As soon as he saw the QB take off, he was able to rally to him and make a nice tackle.
Now on the option. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just can.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level the